I'm Lillian Gray, South African fine artist, and this is my drawing course. Today's lesson is all about gesture drawing. A gesture drawing is all about capturing the fleeting moment, the pose, the posture, the movement of a figure or an object in a few seconds. Gesture drawings are done quite quick, 5 seconds, maximum 5 minutes, but it's not about developing all the form, the lights and the darks. It's really just about capturing the pose, capturing the movement and moving on. There's a difference between the gesture and the contour. The gesture is the movement and the contour is the outline. When drawing the gesture of a figure, we want to capture the action and the movement of the body. So what is the use of gesture drawings and how do we apply them and what do we actually use them for? So for a lot of artists, gesture drawings is seen like a warm-up. Just like before you go to run a marathon or before you go onto a rugby field or do gymnastics, you need to warm up your body. And a gesture drawing is a way to warm up your drawing skills, get loose, get flowing, and have much more freedom in your artwork. So it's used as warm-up. The next thing that it's used for is to capture quick sketches. When you see something you really want to draw, but you don't have time or the object's moving too fast to really draw it in detail, you just quickly want to capture the essence of it. I personally use it a lot when I travel. I love having my travel sketchbook with me whenever I'm around, and I love capturing the hustle and the bustle of the city or the place that I'm at. I probably use it daily in my planning, when doing a little scamp, when figuring out how you're going to approach a bigger artwork. Gesture drawing really helps to speed up the process, to be able to quickly draw and plan out your ideas, to quickly decide which one is the winner, which one, this is the one I'm going to execute, this is the big idea that's going to work. Gesture can be found absolutely in everything around us. Every object that we draw has got a rhythm, a flow, an action, a motion, which is gesture. Whether it's a mountain, a river, the clouds, or even a static object standing still. All of these have gesture. When we try and find the gesture in an object, we try and look for the longest axis. The same principle applies when drawing a human figure. Try and find the longest axis of the body. That will give you the flow of the body. Another pro tip is to slightly overemphasize the movement. So when I'm doing the axis in these two figures, I'm overemphasizing the lines, making it a bit more dramatic. Gesture is all about simplifying and capturing the movement. For the start, just try and use a C curve, an S curve, and an I to really capture the essence of that move. Consider the difference between a curve and a zigzag. A curve is more graceful, more fluid. A zigzag is more dynamic, fast-paced, indicates a quick change in body movement. Draw with your whole body and your whole hand. Remember to keep your shoulders open. You are really expressing with your whole body. We don't just draw with our hand. And another pro tip I'd like to give you guys is be accurate. We are drawing quickly and fast, but we're still being accurate. So still try and get those proportions 100% correct. It's important to note that gestures are not stick figures. There's a massive difference between a gesture drawing and a stick figure drawing. A gesture is also not a finished drawing. It is just capturing the fleeting motion. Eventually you will build on your gestures when we get to human anatomy and add the form to create a completed figure drawing. For our first exercise, exercise, I'd like you guys to just really get used to it. Gesture drawing is a very different way of thinking. We're once again making a new pathway in your brain, so it feels a bit awkward. So what I like to do is I play this game where I try and see a letter inside the human body. And I first just start with a letter because that is the essence of that character or that position and pose. And then I flesh it out from there. For this exercise, I'd like you to pack away your pencils and actually switch to charcoal if you have charcoal. If you don't have charcoal, use like a pastel or like a oily crayon or something you can find, and just break off a side. And don't use the tip, but use the side. This helps you to be much looser, it allows you to make less lines, and it allows you to really just capture and draw the line that is the most effective. Drawing the movement or the pose of an object that is standing still, and you're going, oh, Lillian, or are you nuts? And I just want to tell you, when I was at university, we had to draw the energy of trash using gesture drawing. So this is Coke Light. You guys can do this, okay? The last exercise for gesture drawing is to go outside and look at people walking around, find them, sit with your sketchbook and draw. When I was in high school, I used to camp in the Mug and Bean and just practice my gesture, trying to capture fleeting moments, drawing models that I cannot ask for them to sit still. If you are stuck at home and you cannot go out, in our current situation, what really works for me is I try and watch dance music videos and then I draw my gestures from the dance music video. That's it for this lesson. Go around and play, and remember, do not focus on the form. It's more about the inner energy that you're drawing. And have lots of fun, and I hope you get to chase your family members around the house and get to draw them. This is Lillian Gray, South African fine artist, and this is our drawing course. Please remember to subscribe and like our videos, and stay tuned for the next lesson.